Well, let's get straight to it. Understand this. A dictator is not the type of person that wants to be dictated to. Would you agree? Now, if a person who wants to be a dictator does not want to be dictated to, and he has to take a position where he is not in control, what happens when he gets into control? How will he treat the person he had to acquiesce to once he's in control? Obviously, he's going to eventually want to establish control over that person. That person is not going to want to give up control, and he's going to feel like the dictator owes me something for what I've done for him. That kind of logic doesn't work for dictators. We have an interesting situation in the United States, and I want to watch it play out. As I pause the video to analyze the situation, I realized that an intelligent dictator would understand that in certain situations he has to acquiesce to certain people in certain situations. Now, if this would-be dictator is more ego-driven than he is intelligent, he will not realize this. My personal opinion is that the person I'm thinking of is obviously not an intelligent man, or he would not have as many bankruptcies as he has, nor would he have as many deferments as he has. So this man, I think, would act upon cowardice instead of intelligence. The question now becomes is, would a coward make the same decisions that an intelligent man would make? An intelligent man makes decisions based on necessity. A coward makes decisions based on fear. However, to make the same decision, it would seem like they would have to see the problem equally or the same way. And I don't think that fear would react the same way intelligence would react to a situation. I think that the man that is a coward would act quicker, and would be more emotional. Whereas the intelligent man who would acquiesce, but it would be based upon intelligence, and therefore he would have a certain amount of respect for the person he once depended on. I think the intelligent man would act more methodical and not as quickly. Fear would make the person act emotionally. And when people act emotionally, they flip-flop because emotions change. When a person is acting, when an intelligent person acts, it's going to be more methodical. He's going to look the situation over and make judgments. The person that is fearful is not going to make judgment. He's just going to be flip-flopping all over the place. This is why in Trump's first term, there was a lot of turnover. It's sad to say, but America is just not an intelligent society and has never been an intelligent society. It has always been, in my opinion, dependent upon the wisdom of African Americans to survive. The reality of the situation, in my opinion, is that Elon Musk and Donald Trump will not be friends by the end of the year. I mean, if you look at Trump's first term, I mean, his cabinet totally turned over. And that's what you get from a person that's emotional and nonsensical. You get a lot of flip-flopping. And then Elon Musk, he's basically emotional as well. So, no, they're not going to get along. They're going to have a falling out. I mean, especially when you consider the fact that Trump's daughter and his grandkids are considered Jewish. They're not Jews by blood, but they are Jewish. Revelations 2:9-3:9, they joined the synagogue of Satan. Now, Elon, he's flashing the Nazi sign. So that's more of white supremacy than the racism of Israel toward Palestinians. And then they also said that all young black men are their enemies. And to say that, that's a racist remark, because a lot of black men don't even know Israel exists and isn't paying any attention to what's going on in Gaza. So these two are definitely going to fall out. But the reality of the situation is that the worst thing that America did was to allow a convicted felon and draft dodger to run for president. I mean, when you look at his business qualifications, you would not hire a person to work for you to run your business who has 5 or more bankruptcies. That's insane. And I've seen videos of MAGA Republicans where they are asked common sense questions and they don't know the answers. I don't think they knew what tariffs were, for sure. I think that they were just moved by emotionalism. But I'm going to tell you this now. Trump has already alienated America. None of his foreign policies make any sense. And all of his foreign policies are simple. Do what I tell you to do, or I'm going to put a tariff on you. And if I can't put a tariff on you, I'm going to rebuild the military, and then I'm going to attack you. As if these people aren't going to build up their military, if they aren't going to understand that the enemy of my enemy is my enemy, which means he's going to consolidate South America into a military force that will be able to threaten the United States. Of course, they will be buying high-tech, more advanced weapons from China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. This is just, as you can see, I'm letting you go through my thought processes because truth adds up. But when you're emotional when you're emotional and your actions are based on fear, cowardice, and hatred of people to impress the bully, then you're going to make stupid decisions, such as a man telling you that he's going to deport your family, and you vote for him anyway. And then when he starts deporting your family members, you want sympathy from the people he taught you to hate. That's what I call emotional insanity. But I'm going to finish up by saying that as Africa ascends, America is going to descend. And it is my opinion that God put Trump in the position he's in because he reflects the hatred and the cowardice of the people of the United States. If not, the people would not have voted for him. Racism is based on hatred. And cowardice is based on fear of the unknown. And the reality of the situation is Trump lies a lot. And people know that we know that he's a felon. We know that he's a liar. Said he was going to show his taxes, didn't do that. Said he was going to finance his entire campaign the first time, didn't do that. Said he was going to replace Obamacare with something better, didn't do that. And now he's trying to wipe out Medicare. And I think a judge has just prevented him from doing that, saving probably millions and millions of lives. I'm going to end here with, be careful what you ask for. You might get it. And understand this, the last thing an intelligent person wants to do is to vote for a person that has lied to you before, that is guilty of rape, that is a known felon, and tells you, I'm going to be a dictator for one day. Nobody wants to be a dictator for one day. And if a man feels he can be a dictator for one day, then common sense should tell you he wants to be a dictator forever. But right now, Trump is enjoying the honeymoon, hating South America, hating Canada, hating China, hating everybody, trying to tell him what to do, threatening to buy Greenland. And what is he going to do that with? Food stamps? The United States is what, $36 trillion in debt now. Can't pay off the deficit. Can only pay interest on the deficit, which doesn't leave room for him to steal anything unless he starts building the wall again and siphoning money off of that. You know, the Great Wall that he said nobody could tear down, which is really just a fence that the wind can knock down and has been knocking down, and people can climb it within under 2 minutes. And you can buy a $99 saw at Home Depot and saw through it. But, you know, why would people vote for this man? The reason why they vote for him, because hatred. They want to hate. And the people they want to hate are the people that have done nothing to them and everything to keep democracy stable in this country. Although this country is, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the what? Republic. To be president, you have to get the votes of the electoral college, not the people. And knowing this, you would think that Caucasian middle-class people would try to straighten that out and make this truly into a democracy. So I have to question Caucasian Americans as to why you allow this oligarchy to exist. This is an oligarchy. A republic is an oligarchy. I mean, it's obvious to me. I think that Caucasians are more brainwashed than any other people in this country, because there is no reason on God's green earth for Caucasians to hate African Americans, Hebrew Israelites, when you are the threat to us. When you have destroyed our cities and towns, how can we be a threat to you? When you have committed more racial violence than African Americans can even dream of. I mean, your treatment of humanity is demonic, it's satanic, and it's time for you to face up to that. And if you're smart and you believe in God, you will pay reparations. Understand this. I forgive you, but I have not forgotten about the type person you are. I forgive you, but I don't want to hang out with you. I forgive you, but I don't want to associate with people like you. I forgive you because I don't want to carry around a monkey on my back, and not all Caucasians are demonic and satanic. But enough of you are to allow a rapist, possible pedophile, felon to become president. Hey, I'll talk to you later. But to answer the question, no, there's no honor among thieves, and there's no honor among racists. Eventually, racists have their own hates. You have Nazi-type racists, and then you have Israeli-type racists. And see, those two aren't going to get along. And that's the problem that America is faced with today, and will help with the downfall of America. All of this is my opinion. Talk to you later.